The story begins with a group of kids, one of whom exclaims, "Let's become treasure hunters. We'll unlock every treasure vault in the world and become rich and famous." Inspired by the dream, the other kids eagerly jump on board. However, our main character, Cry, doesn't seem the least bit excited. Fast forward several years, and we see Cry again, but this time the treasure hunter world has changed dramatically. Treasure hunters are now treated like celebrities in the imperial capital. They risk their lives entering dangerous treasure vaults filled with terrifying monsters known as phantoms. Those who survive and bring back treasure instantly skyrocket to fame. Cry finds himself in a long line to join First Step, one of the strongest clans in the world. He muses, "A person can only grow so strong alone. To go further, you need to join a good party." While waiting, a girl named Ruta strikes up a conversation. "Are you here to join a party too?" "I'm Ruta, level 3. But Cry brushes her off with a polite, "Nice to meet you. My name's Cry," and keeps his distance. Unfazed, Ruta shares her struggles as a solo treasure hunter, admitting that she couldn't handle the White Wolf's Den vault alone. Cry smirks. "A level 3 at White Wolf's Den? You should go home, kid." This sparks an argument that nearly escalates into a fight before the guards step in and warn them to behave, or else. Later, Cry and Ruta head to a lively tavern packed with treasure hunters. Ruta, overwhelmed by the bustling atmosphere, asks if Cry has been there before. He casually replies, 5 times. Didn't get selected any of those times. Feeling bad, Ruta apologizes, but Cry waves it off. "It's fine. Hunters with real talent rise quickly. For the rest, the climb is tough." Ruta asks about a famous party called Ark Brave, known for clearing level 7 treasure vaults. Their leader, Mark Roden, is a living legend. As Ruta gushes about them, a burly level 4 hunter named Greg interrupts. He brags about how Grieving Souls, the legendary group that founded First Step, is even better. Greg claims he'll one day be the strongest explorer alive, until the management arrives and unceremoniously kicks him out. Meanwhile, the crowd buzzes about Grieving Souls recruiting a new member for the first time in years. Everyone's eager to impress. Cry advises Ruta, "We should leave before things get out of hand." Just then, chaos erupts when a fight breaks out over the recruitment process. Amid the chaos, a woman notices Cry and stops him. "Master, what are you doing here?" The big twist? Cry isn't just an explorer. He's the leader of Grieving Souls, the very group everyone idolizes. Years ago, Cry and his childhood friends started clearing beginner vaults, but he quickly realized he was nowhere near their level of talent. They, however, made him the party leader, saying he was great at speeches and motivation. Over the years, Grieving Souls became a legendary clan under his leadership, though Cry secretly longed to retire from exploration. Back in the present, another legendary explorer, Ark, joins the fray. Cry insists he overslept, but Ark accuses him of sneakily observing the situation. Amid the chaos, Cry uses a ring as a test, telling everyone that whoever catches it will be his recommendation for Ark's team. Predictably, this sparks an all-out brawl. In the middle of the madness, Ruta delivers a flying kick to Greg, sending the ring flying, and Cry quietly slips out of the scene. The next day, Cry learns from his Vice Clan master that the tavern incident made headlines. "Your little stunt caused complete chaos and now it's all over the news," she scolds. But Cry just sighs, "Guess I'm trending again, huh?" The entire place was wrecked. Did anyone die? No? At least tell me no one got hurt. Luckily, no one was injured, but the Explorer Association definitely wanted a word. "Great," said Cry. "Just send the repair bill to Ark and tell him to handle the association too." Eva couldn't hold back anymore. "Cry, you're getting way too dependent on Ark, and anyway, they specifically want to meet you." Cry groaned. He realized he had no choice. If he didn't go, the branch manager would come straight to his doorstep, and that wasn't an option. Meanwhile, at the branch office, the manager, Gark Velter, was dealing with his own chaos. "Sir, forgive me. I didn't know this would happen." "Calm down," his secretary interrupted, handing him a book. "You've got to keep tabs on all the hunters and finish every task before the deadline." Gark took a deep breath. "Even if no one complains, we need to set an example with big clans like First Step. We can't just let this slide." Cry knew exactly what this meant. Chores. In the Hunters Association, chores referred to the worst jobs, the ones nobody wanted. Cry wasn't thrilled, but he had no choice. After scanning the task book, he picked an easy level 3 rescue mission. Easy, right? Nope. It was actually the hardest mission in the book. When Cry went to Ark to hand off the task, Ark was out with his team. Instead, Tino greeted him with a smirk. She revealed she had the ring Cry was looking for. "I didn't want anyone else to have it," Cry nodded. "It's a shooting ring. You can keep it." Oh, by the way, are you free? Tino's heart raced. You mean, like, a date? Cry's response dashed her hopes. No, it's for a quest. She bolted, but Cry summoned his magical chain to drag her back. You're joking, right? You want me to waste my time on this lousy job? Cry shrugged. Don't worry, you won't go alone. Greg, Gilbert, and Ruta will join you. Tino wasn't thrilled. She hated Gilbert. Flashback to their first visit to the capital. Cry's team was registering as hunters. While others were excited, Cry was nervous. What if I slow everyone down? Luke barged in confidently. I'm Luke, the world's strongest swordsman. Liz followed. And I'm the world's strongest thief. Cry, hoping to get out of being the leader, deliberately picked a gloomy name for the team, Grieving Souls. He even drew a depressing skull for their crest. Surprisingly, the team loved it. Cry's plan backfired spectacularly. Back in the present, Cry gathered everyone. Are you really the first step leader? Gilbert sneered. Yup, that's me, tactician of tricks. Gilbert laughed. You? Tricks? You can't even lift a stick. Despite Gilbert's mocking, Cry handed out the tasks. Gilbert refused outright but quickly regretted it when Cry didn't react. I challenge you to a duel, Gilbert announced. Cry hated fighting but agreed, with a twist. Tino will fight in my place. Tino jumped at the chance. She'd been waiting to pummel Gilbert. As the duel began, Gilbert dropped his weapon to make it fair, earning a collective facepalm from the group. The match was over in seconds. Tino's attack sent Gilbert flying into a wall, and though he tried to fight back, she overpowered him with ease. Thank you, Master, Tino said, beaming after her victory. Cry looked confused. I didn't do anything. Gilbert, on the other hand, couldn't believe he'd lost.